Guys, I'm starting. Storage virtualization. Okay. Storage virtualization. What is this storage virtualization? First of all, the abbreviation like what is virtualization is a software defined or a virtual representation, okay, or virtual form. Here it is, virtual hard disk. Of course, we have a PPT for that one, so we'll go for that one also. Storage virtualization, only one PPT. So we have seen worker bees working in a hive. Similarly, storage virtualization, the servers are worker bees in the array which are managed to centralized virtual storage system. Virtual storage virtualization generally classified into two categories wise, block and file. Okay, but that is very short to explain. So of course you need a line, so then you can take it from there, no problem. I don't mind about it. This is also, this part also I taken from Sizer, so you can try. So whatever it is, guys, you know, storage virtualization means normally storage means you have a disk normally. So we can say normally where to store a data, store data into a disk, right? But we divide a disk into partitions logically, or exactly say virtually. Physically you are not dividing, right? Physically you are not dividing. We divide a physical disk into partitions, right? Either logically or virtually. So we can say virtually you are dividing. We are telling D drive, E drive, F drive. C drive is not a one disk. D drive is not a one disk. It is a drive, but whole is a one single hard disk. Virtually we think it is D drive is a one hard disk, C drive is a one drive, like that, right? This is a virtual representation. Okay. This is combination part. Okay. So next part. Okay. We combine two or more disks to create volumes. Volumes. So what are the volumes there? Spanned volume, liquid volume, mirror, RAID 5. These are a combination of, we are logically or virtually we are combining those kind of stuff and to create a virtual machines. So these kind of volumes we are creating. So another example for it is LVM. What is LVM? Logical volume manager. Right? What is the logical value manager? Combine multiple. So we combine physical volumes, means physical disk, we combine physical volumes and create volume group. Okay, and create single large, create a large volume group, and we create a logical volumes in volume groups, store data. Where you will store the data? Where you will store the data? You store the data in a logical volumes. So these are all not physically single disk, guys. This is also we are combining multiple disks together and we create. So this is LVM RAID concept. This entirely concept is RAID concept. Whether span disk came or not, we can see this. It is RAID 0. It is RAID 1. Of course, it is a RAID 5 only. Okay. Okay. So RAID concept are dividing a disk or combining two multiple disks together, create a single volumes, or combine a multiple disk together and create a large volume groups, and inside we can create a logical kind of stuff. One more concept is there, the LVM further concept. LVM is a basically Linux based concept, right? Linux or Unix based concept. Okay, Linux based concept. RAID is a universal, Windows or Linux, whatever it is. So Windows based concept also there, that is called a storage space. Go to control panel. This is storage space. Of course, this is storage space. Storage space is also one of the concept of storage. We create a storage pools by adding multiple storage disk. So use storage space to save files to two or more drives to help protect you from drive failure. Storage space also let you to easily add more drives if you run low on a capacity. If you don't see this link, click change settings. Okay, so you can create a new pool and create a new storage. This is a concept of storage space introduced in Windows 8 itself. Okay, 88.1 Windows 10. You can see this concept storage space. Okay, it is also combine disk to create a storage pool, and we have to create virtual hard disk storage pool. Okay, in a storage pool, and store data in your virtual hard disk. that is redundancy. Redundancy can able to, so we can create a virtual hard disk in storage pool with redundancy. What are the redundancy you require? So we can create. Okay, so this is just a concept. You are not seen. You've seen LVM, you've seen RAID. Maybe you will get a point. You've seen the partitions, but you didn't see the what is how storage space is there. Okay, so we can create it. Okay, so this is the point of redundancy. This is whole general topic, but here is a specification. It's a virtual topic. It's a virtual hard disk topic. Okay, different type of virtual hard disk are there, guys. So Microsoft provide VHD and Vhdx formats. Microsoft virtual hard disk, two formats are there. Mainly two formats are there. We are also talking about Microsoft only. So Microsoft, okay, virtual hard disk part, okay, from Microsoft. We have formats are there. So virtual hard disk formats. Yeah, what I'm trying to say. Yeah. Virtual hard disk comes in different formats from Microsoft. VHD, virtual hard disk X, .vhdx format, .vhdx format, .vhd format. This is we can create, okay, or support up to 2 terabytes, the maximum size. Okay, VHD. So maximum size we can create up to 2 terabytes. This is maximum size is more than 2 terabytes. Always it is more than 2 terabyte and up to 64 terabyte. 64 terabyte VHDX 64 terabyte. This is also introduced in a Windows 8. Okay. So this is there in a Windows 7 also, but this is introduced in Windows 8. This is Microsoft Edge VHD, VHDX, VHDA, a few other things also there, guys, like a VHDA, okay, VHDS. This is VHD set. Actually, this is kind of VHD set kind of stuff. It is kind of shared disk type. Okay, it is introduced in Windows 10, but exactly say Windows 10, but it is in the Hyper-V only. Okay, in a Hyper-V, Windows 10 and 2019 Hyper-V only. Okay, this is a parent child disk format in a checkpoint. Okay, so don't worry, this is kind of part. Okay, it is not even I can't put a star. I will put a hash, means it's like a comment only. It's something is there, so don't worry about it, kind of stuff. Otherwise, I will remove these things. This is also Microsoft. So don't worry about this one. So I will keep it aside. I don't want to miss this. Okay. VMware. VMware, either VMware workstation. Guys, be careful when you are using a word called VMware. You say VMware means whole product, VMware vSphere, VMware workstation, like that. Okay. So in a VMware means it's both vSphere and as well as a workstation. Format is VMDK. VMDK. You want to see the VMDK? This is the virtual machines, right? So you can choose any virtual machine. Okay, see, this is VMDK, virtual hard disk file. See, it's alone taking 30 GB. Okay, so virtual hard disk file, VMDK, virtual hard disk file. So currently, yeah, this 16 batch, right? So where is 17 batch? See, I put some extra hard disk here. See, VMDK. These are all hard disk only. Okay, VMDK. I don't know other condition kind of stuff. Okay, yeah. So other formats also there. For example, you are in a Linux. Okay, so you are in a Linux. The format is QCOW2. Meaning is also there. QEMU copy on write version number 2. CQOW2. So in a Linux based virtualization means Linux meaning is it's a KVM or a QEMU virtualization platforms. Hypervisors. Either Linux basically KVM and QEMU hypervisors. So in that one, this is the basic format. And some other formats also there, like a VDI formats kind of stuff. You want to know the disk formats, better to go to Oracle VM VirtualBox. So when you try to create a virtual machine or try to create a virtual hard disk, so you will find it. Okay. New, put some name, create. This is important. VDA, virtual box disk image, VHD, virtual hard disk, VMDK, virtual machine disk, SDD, parallel hard disk, QCOW, QEMU, copy and write, QED, QEMU, enhanced disk. So these are the formats. So I'm not doing anything, just to show you only. Okay, these are the sum of formats. Okay, some virtual hard disk format. Guys, whatever the virtual hard disk it is, it works like a physical hard disk only. In a virtual hard disk, we can store the data. We can store data. We can store data as we store in physical hard disk. First of all, as we store in a physical hard disk. First of all, virtual hard disk. We can store the data as we store in a physical hard disk. We can move or copy virtual hard disk from one system to another system. Can copy or move virtual hard disk. That's enough. Okay, so we can move or a copy means, so how do you do it? You will copy into another machine, or you can copy into external hard disk to other PC or a external moving hard disk like that. So you can copy or move virtual hard disk. Mount or connect anytime without mount or connect mount or connect eject or disconnect anytime without shutdown okay. So we can do it like this. Okay, this is a virtual hard disk, guys. These are the formats. These are the just formats. But here I want to tell one more thing, that is types. Whatever it is, there's a names are little different from one to another one, but basically two types. Actually, fixed disk. Another one is dynamically expanding disk. Okay, so if you go to my virtual storage, in that one I explained there is a PPTs. In the PPT1 PPT, what is fixed disk, what is dynamically expanding disk, explanation is there, means the picture is there. Okay, so now also I can show you, but I will show you definitely. So two types mainly, fixed disk, dynamic disk. So there is a separate one is also there, that is called a differencing disk. It's not directly it is there, it is in the Hyper-V related one only, not direct virtualization part. Okay, so I have written this parent and set kind of stuff. This is also belongs to, okay. This extras also belongs to Hyper-V. Differencing disk. Differencing disk is in a Hyper-V. Okay, dynamically expanding disk, fixed disk. Okay, anyway, I will explain that one, so don't worry. Okay, we can do it by our physical machine. Okay, my server is down. I will show you directly how to create a physical disk. Means this kind of stuff, guys. Carefully listen. We need a disk management for that one. And second one is we need a place to store the data. This is my H drive. Already having a one virtual hard disk. What I'm trying to do is this is something 100 GB disk is created. Okay, leave like that. So we'll go to this PC. This is 68.5 GB data size is there. 68.5 GB free space is there. Okay, it is better to take F drive or a Z drive. Here my Z drive is also 39. V drive is 76. Okay, so it is 68.5 GB free space. So we'll come back. Guys, look at here. I have a physically attached to hard disk are there dash. So disk 0, disk 1. Disk 0, disk 1. Okay. Now this is Microsoft. I will create a VHD or Vhdx. And already I told if you want to create a VHD, you can create up to 2 terabytes of virtual hard disk. If you are creating Vhdx, you can create up to more than up to 64 terabytes. Okay, when you are creating a hard disk, either you create a fixed disk or a dynamically expanding disk. Only two things. Okay, go to File, Action, create VHD. Create VHD. Okay. Go to create VHD. Just for this one, first look at here. VHD format, virtual hard disk format. Guys, are you able to see the screen?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
And very good, very good. Am I recording this one? Really? Then it is good. Okay, I thought I'm not recording. Suddenly I got freeze. So VHD 2040G means 2 terabyte. VHDX more than 2 terabytes up to 64 terabytes. Introduced in Windows 8 and Server 2012. Fixed disk, dynamically expanding disk. Fixed disk, dynamically expanding disk. Yeah, you can think like SRI, you can use PPT, you can use old notes, Google search. I like to learn from the directly from the system. That's why every batch I will type like this. The virtual hard disk file is allocated to its maximum size when the virtual hard disk is created. Dynamically expanding disk. The virtual hard disk file grows to its maximum size as data what I'm typing, what I'm doing. Maximum size data is written to the virtual okay. So this is fixed disk and dynamic disk. This is fixed disk, this is how dynamic disk means, what you will understand. I will show you again. So what I will explain once what is fixed disk and dynamic disk. Okay, so new. Let's look at here. This is my some hard disk, some drive. For example, as per me, it is my H drive. This is my H drive. Okay, so currently my H drive size is 68.5 GB. How much it is? 68.5 GB. Okay, so I will keep it aside that one. So 68.5 GB is my current size. So I will take a normal thing. For example, I have a 200 GB H drive is there. 200 GB H drive is there. I'm creating a virtual hard disk. This is my virtual hard disk. Guys, virtual hard disk is not separate. Virtual hard disk is just a file in your physical location. Already I told in a morning session also, without a physical resources, there is no virtualization. Without a physical machines, physical servers, or a physical data center, there is no cloud computing. Understand? Without networking, without routers, switches, no internet, nothing is there. Okay, nothing means the relevant concepts. Okay, this is the virtual hard disk, guys. It is a file. It is nothing but a file inside your storage. Inside your storage. What is the virtual hard disk? Is a file in our storage. Repeat it that way. Next, look at here. I am creating a fixed disk. This is fixed disk. I have created a 10 GB fixed disk. Directly 10 GB fixed disk. It is nothing but a file, but as per the statement, virtual hard disk is a file allocated its maximum size when the virtual hard disk is created. When you create a virtual hard disk, the size of this file is 10 GB. For example, I put a name for this one. So I put a Vdisk 1.vhdx. That is my file name. I created a fixed disk. 10 GB file. Okay. So guys, think about it. You have a 200 GB disk drive. You copied a 10 GB file inside. You copied a 10 GB, like you download Windows Server, Windows 10 also, Linux also you downloaded, right? So point is, you 10 GB file is created. Now how much it is left over? How much free space available now? Leftover space. It is 530. Tell me.
90.
190. Okay. So out of 200 free space, 10 GB is created. Now 190 completed. Okay. Now point is, for example, I put some data. The size of the data is just one, maybe like a 2 GB. I put a 2 GB data in this 10 GB disk. No change in the physical location. This is 190 only. I put a 2 GB in the 10 GB disk. That's it. Like you have a hard disk, you got a pen drive, 16 GB pen drive or a 32 GB pen drive. Okay, take 32 GB pen drive. You put a 5 GB data. What is the total size of your pen drive? 32 GB only, right? Same thing. So 10 GB already occupied. You put a 2 GB inside. So the leftover is 8 GB. The leftover is means 2 GB occupied out of 10 GB means 8 GB is available. 8 GB available here, but in this one it is already 190. No change in that one. This is fixed disk. I will explain it in another way also. Just try to understand this way, direct way. Okay. So now dynamically expanding. Okay. Dynamically expanding. So I put a name for this one. This is also a file only. vdisk2.vhdx. Okay. 10 GB. This is also 10 GB. what will happen here? Dynamically expanding never occupies space in starting. The virtual hard disk file grows to its maximum size as data written into virtual hard disk. Means whenever you create a 10 GB disk, nothing is affected here. Nothing will happen. Same, I put a 2 GB inside. I put a 2 GB data into this 10 GB disk. Now this 2 GB will be affect on this size. Now it is 188, right? 188. So 2 GB data I put it in a 10 GB. What happened? The 2 GB, the occupation size is now 2 GB. Okay. So 10 GB disk availability is 8 GB and 10 GB availability is 8 GB. Availability is 8 GB. Available. The availability in 10 GB is 8 GB, but whenever you put a data 2 GB here, then only size occupied in your drive. Otherwise, it won't occupy. Okay, so like that. Now, if I put a plus 1 more GB, 1 more GB. Okay, what happened? 1 more GB extra added. Now availability changed to 7 GB. That is okay. But this become 187. 1 GB added. Okay, 187 available space in the total disk. Like that. How much data you can able to put here? Up to 10 GB in the virtual hard disk you can store. But how much you are adding it, that much it will expand. Just like a balloon. Last time I explained everything and the one guy is asked a question like, sir, we don't understand anything. That's a very simple thing. Okay. So yeah, of course, that is not a big deal, guys. That's a common thing. Okay. If you understand, then it is fine, but good. If you don't understand, that is also good. But only thing is, you have to tell me, then I will try. Okay, there is different ways to understand things. So I given this example. So when I told this example, so those people are satisfied with that one. So we'll try for a fixed disk. Okay, thing is, you have a table, dining table is there. Think like this, your dining table area is 200. Forget about units. So centimeters, feet, okay, cubic centimeters, see meters, okay, millimeters. Don't go for it. So 200 GB. 200 total total table is 200. Okay, total table. Now I have taken a one good plate like this. There's a tray, for example. Think like this is a tray. Okay, the tray size is 10 GB. So tray size is 10. Okay, so tray occupied space. When you put a tray on the table, so tray occupied space. Tray occupied space. This is 10 GB. Tray 10. Tray size is 10. It occupied space. How much space is available?
190.
190. Now you find a saucer, cup and saucer. You put a cup and saucer here. It occupy 1 GB. How much effect on this one table?
189.
189. It occupies space which is here only, not on This. Think like this. You have a something, you put it in on the, not on table. You put it on the tray only. Tray only. Tray is
In
empty.
GB.
You put something in the tray, so it won't affect on your other space, right? Won't affect on this space. Only occupied in the same place only. So no effect in your size. It is already occupied. Okay. But we cannot compare in a dynamically expanding here. Dynamically expanding is like a balloon. It is a kind of balloon type. So I have a something equipment is like a balloon. You put a 2 GB, sorry, it's a total balloon capacity is 10 GB. You put a 2 GB in the balloon. So balloon expands, it occupies space. You put a 1 more GB, it expands further, occupies space. You put a 2 more GB, it expands, it occupies space. Like a dynamically expand is best example is like a balloon. So like a 10 GB hard disk means like its a capacity is 10 GB. Total how much you can able to put? We can put a 10 GB data inside. Okay. If you putting a data up to 10 GB, like you keep putting a data, it keep expands. If you delete a data, it collapse like balloon, elasticity type of kind of stuff. Okay, it is the best example is balloon. Okay, guys, understand this fixed disk, dynamic disk.
Yes, sir.
We'll try directly
Yes, sir.
practical. I thought I will cut it like a one part and another is fixed disk, dynamic disk practical, but already it is 5:40. That too today's Saturday. That too I don't know how many are there. Yeah, very good. 6 members. Our standard members only there. So no, so differencing disk also I will explain, but we can't be able to do it. We can do it in a Hyper-V. Okay. A fixed disk. The point is in the fixed disk here, if you create a 10 GB disk, okay, it took occupy space on physical storage. Physical storage or a physical disk, physical hard disk, occupy the space on a is 10 GB. Okay, you create a 10 GB disk, it occupy space is 10 GB. Dynamic disk, what is the difference? If you create, just based on example also you can able to 10 GB disk, virtual hard disk, okay, it occupies space on physical storage, on physical location or a physical storage location. It, okay, so it occupies space on space is very less or no, okay, exactly very less, around 4 MB starting, 4 MB starting, just a file size. Okay, so when data is inserted or copied, okay, disk size increases as data size in disk. Yeah, it is. Okay, so how much data you put it? 2 GB you put it, the size of the file is. Okay, so for example, 2 GB data you put it into disk, the file size, um, disk file size is 2 GB only. Okay, so that is a fixed disk, dynamic disk. So don't worry guys, we'll do it. So look at here, disk 0, disk 1. Okay, so first of all, action, create VHD. Okay, so where you want to create VH drive only. So put a name, Vdisk 10 GB. Okay, 10 GB disk, no, whatever it is, Vdisk fixed disk. Okay, Vdisk fixed 10 GB. Okay, save it. I'm creating Vhdx fixed size. I'm creating Vhdx fixed size 10 GB drive, both 10 GB. Before I'm going to create, guys, I want to show you once again. So my H drive, okay, already one Vhdx is here, is a 68.5 GB. 68.5 GB. So my H drive, current H drive capacity, you can also do in your Windows 10, no problem, but be careful. Okay, you do mistake and you cannot blame on me. Okay, so my D drive size is 68.5. Okay, GB. Okay, so now I'm going to create a fixed disk size is 10 GB. Now we'll see. Click OK. Guys, it will take time. Sorry, I forgot to tell. 10 GB I created now, so it will take because of 10 GB and it is creating 10 GB data when you transfer from one place to another place. Take time, right? Similarly, it is creating 10 GB in your machines. It is 10 GB, 10 GB. Okay, it's occupying 10 GB from your files. This is the file. The disk will attach. We'll see that one. Okay, guys. Meanwhile, we'll guess something like after creating of this fixed disk 10 GB, what is the available space in my disk drive? Much it is? Sorry, it will be reduced, right? So after creating a 10 GB fixed disk in a H drive, my H drive size free space is only 58.5 GB. Okay, 58.5 GB. So I will show you. It is almost like a created kind of stuff. Yeah, 58.5 GB. It is 58.5 GB. Okay. Let it finish. It finish only, then only I can able to connect and show you. Differencing disk, we can see only in a Hyper-V. It's a very good concept, guys. Differencing disk, fantastic concept. Differencing disk is your snapshot, checkpoint, and direct differencing disk. You know, when I worked in a CMS organization, I use a differencing disk to create a virtual machines with this simple way, very faster way. Is that guy is shouting? The boy is next door. Kid, not a boy. Also, just a kid. Okay. So this complete week, guys, most of you may not attended kind of people are there, but whatever it is, I want to say it is go through once. Okay, so tomorrow Sunday, go through once all and pick any topic. So you can discuss with yourself. Pick any topic, networking or Linux. Okay, either networking or Linux. Pick one topic. So discuss tomorrow means prepare tomorrow. That is one part. The second part is go through once entire this week. Storage, backup, virtualization. Only three topics only, right? Storage, backup, one part. Virtualization, second part. Only two top parts we have taken. Go through that one. Okay. Understand, guys? Either networking or networking, Windows servers, line. Either out of these three, pick one topic, prepare. You guys are discuss. All 10 members will discuss which topic. So go through once. Go through once. Entire storage, backup, and virtualization. Okay.
Yes, sir.
So
Yes, sir.
Monday we will take 1 hour, one and a half hour. We'll discuss the topic. Okay. Otherwise, prepare only this topic like storage, backup, and virtualization. Their types, names, kind of stuff. Okay. So
Okay,
you
sir.
once revise will reminds in your mind. Okay. Not initialize. What to do? Initialize. MBR, GPT, anything, no problem. So this is your hard disk. Virtual hard disk. This is virtual hard disk, 9.98 GB. Virtual hard disk. You can detach VHD also. You create a simple volumes also. You can create simple volumes also. So it is a 6 GB drive. This is 4 GB drive. You can store the data also. So it is. This is 6 GB drive is showing. Okay. You can expand it. You can shrink it. I'm expanding. It is now 10 GB drive. Okay. So it is occupied the 10 GB space. See, the file is occupied 10 GB space. Okay. My 6.5 GB free space become 5.8, 58.5, sorry, 68.5 GB free space become 58.5 GB free space. Okay. Next. I created a partition, so that is become I drive, right? So then I will go to see I drive. This is the I drive. You can able to store the data. I took a complete taken. I taken completely, so I can store the data here. For example, not like this. I will go to some of this data. 15, 13. Oh, 17 GB. No, not 17 GB. We need a less GBs. 16, very less. 17 is good actually. Somewhat, yeah, it is 6 GB. All are recordings only. Only recordings, less files. What I have taken for batch 3, DevOps. 27. We have to delete lot of things. 11. Very less. Edited videos. Okay. Yeah, we take some data and why we were worrying about it. So 15 batch data. How much time it is taking? B15 file 1. So we use PowerShell. Guys, Monday maximum I will try. Either cloud or Python. Okay, choose Python or a cloud. Okay, so either of that one. No, don't cut. Select only copy. Don't cut. I put a data in the I drive. It's around a 5 MB file only, nothing much, nothing more in this one. This very small size we copied, but if you copy a big size files like a H drive, then we have this video files also there. It is around more than 1-2 GB is there. Yeah, 1.66 GB. Okay, it's still copying. So no problem. Let it copy. See, it is occupying around 1 GB. It is already occupied. More than 1 GB. It is copied. See, it is almost 1 GB data is occupied. So go to this properties. See, it is 1.69 GB used. 1.69 GB used. But do you see any difference you find here? Do you see any difference you will find here? It is still 58.5 GB free space. So no change in that one. So dynamic fixed disk data stores under this one. Okay. So last point. Point is, guys, we store a data in this one. What I'm doing is I'm detaching VHD. Okay. Simple. Right click, detach VHD. Okay. Done. I removed a VHD. And where is this? I drive gone. What I'm doing is, this is the file. This is my virtual hard disk file. It contains the data. Double click on it or right click and choose mount. It is already mounted. See, this is the data. All data we can able to see from here on. Okay, this is we have a data. See, I drive. And also you can see it is mounted. Okay, so you can keep a data whenever you want it, you can mount and you can see it. Whenever you don't want it, simply go to there and eject. Can you see eject like a pen drive eject? Just click on eject. So it will be detached automatically. It detach automatically. Look at here, it is detached. Guys, understand virtual hard disk?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
The second one is we will create Vhdx. No. Create a Vhdx. Now dynamically expanding Vhdx. Dynamically expanding. Browse. H drive. Vdisk. Vdisk. Dynamically expanding. Guys, dynamic disk is different. Dynamically expanding disk is different. Be careful. Dynamically expanding 10 GB disk. And same 10 GB. You can create a 20 GB, you can create a 50 GB, 100 GB, 200 GB. Dynamic disk, you can create irrespective of how much space is available inside your storage. Okay, so Vhdx 10 GB, dynamically expanding, and the name. Okay, so it is immediately created because don't occupy more space. Where it is created here. See, what is the size of this file? 4 MB only. What is the effect on your total size? That much only, not much difference because 58.5 only it is showing. It will keep thing. So you write a data, it is now completely empty. You initialize, size increases. Whenever initialize, size of the disk will be increases. See, it is 69. Okay, when you are create a partition, so again format related data will be written inside, so automatically size of the disk will be increases. So it is 135. You put a data inside, it will expand. So it is small difference is there. So what I'm trying to do is, this is my 10 GB dynamically expanding. I'm going here. So this is around a 1.6 GB, right? So I copy this one only. Okay, I drive, I copy. Okay, I'm copying the into it. Okay, go to H drive. See, it is size increasing. You can see 430, 490, 500, 528. Okay, 561. Dynamically expanding this. You're copying a data, okay, into the disk. When you are put a data into the dynamically expanding disk, it expands. How much data we can able to put it, that much, how much total size of the disk you created, that much only can put it. Let it copy. I will add this point here. This is, I create a dynamically expanding disk 10 GB. Now what is my H drive? Copied, completed. Okay, now it is 57.7 GB. It is 56.8. It is showing now. Properties, see, 56.7 GB because of the disk 1.78 GB it is showing. Okay, now H drive, so sorry, I copy data into the disk. How much data I copied is around 1.7 GB. My H drive free space, now 56 point, how much it is, 7. Okay, it's around 2 GB it is taken. Okay, so like this, guys, when you are seeing in a dynamically expanding disk, one important point also we have to add it. So that is, we can create maximum disks, maximum size disk, irrespective of this space available in physical disk, okay, but we cannot put data more than space available in physical disk. Again, we have to go for span volume, string volume kind of stuff. You have to wait. Okay, so this is your dynamically expanding disk. So only it will occupy, so size increases. That one. So if in case I delete all the data, so I put a shift delete. So I delete all the data in my dynamically expanding disk. No data is there. So it become smaller or bigger. Okay. But the size decreases, it should be decreased, right? Not decreasing. What I will do, I will eject. Okay, I will connect it again. See, it is size effective change. See, the size is effectively changed. Right. Okay. So this is finally your things. Okay, you can transfer, you can copy this virtual hard disk if you contain very important data, and you can also we can do it. So this is 100 GB hard disk, right click mount. Okay, see, this is a disk. Go to this. Okay, 20 GB only I created. 1 second. Yeah, total 100 GB virtual hard disk I created, 20 GB I drive, 80 GB unallocated, and this is the data. So I can copy this virtual hard disk and put it in anywhere. Okay, I can copy into external hard disk and transfers to another machine. I can do it. Guys, understand whole concept of virtual hard disk, fixed disk, dynamically expanding disk.
Yes, sir.
So this is about your storage, but actually I will tell a differencing disk and how to create it. But this is good. At least understanding of at least certain point is important. Okay, that's it for today, guys. Okay, anything, anybody having any doubts, please tell me.